What up, y'all? How's everybody doing today? We're
Terrible.
Today we're doing something a little bit different. Alright, you hate to hear. Like I said, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're gonna do a little bit of an open discussion. Instead of about basketball, today it's going to be about gaming. And today's subject is Rogue Company. It is a new game that's currently in beta. I have to give my boy Jordan here some Darkest Pillow, specifically that Jordan, not
Elite,
Jay
Elite
Hicks.
controller game.
I'm the only one with that one. I got a custom one made, and I'm like, man, I should have bought an Elite controller.
Always worth
Should
it.
have.
Yeah, but no, I have to give Darkest Pillow some props. He recommended me to get the game. I was looking at video for it, but I wasn't sure. And he told me to get it, and we've been having some fun with it. So
Yeah,
we're gonna talk a little bit about it. I'll let you go ahead and set it off, Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go first because I think I have the least experience with it. But I've been watching my homie. I've mentioned before, Marcos. He's been streaming a little bit, and the first thing I saw when I saw that, I was like, this looks like Gears of War, but like smoother. Even though Gears of War at times has been smooth throughout the series, but this looks like that in third person, but it's smoother. And I noticed you could also bounce and like roll, and I was like, oh. I was like, this looks good. Like, it looks like, especially coming from Apex. I feel like mostly in Apex, I'm mostly just worried about aiming and then less tactical. But now with this, I feel like after playing Apex so long, I ran with Darkest Pillow and Mix Up Who Gonna Stop Me last night, and man, I had a great time. I had a really good time. I really like the game. I think it's very smooth. I like the way the game modes are set up. I think it's very, very interesting, kind of different, but I'm having a good time with it, and I haven't played third-person shooters in a while, so it's a good change-up because I always just play like first-person shooters. A lot of things are just first-person, so I'm having a good time with it so far. I did only buy the $15 version. I'm kind of regretting it maybe because I don't know how good it was because I have a thing of like just not buying games $60 right off the bat unless I know I'm gonna waste money on it, like 2K. cough.
Rest in peace, all of our wallets.
Since 2010, just
and we're all three of us are getting the Mamba edition, and we're gonna complain
I already did.
all.
I already did. Shout out to Vanessa Thunder.
I'm probably buying it
twice just cause for the culture.
Well, I want to have a physical copy that I don't want to open. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
How to buy a physical copy?
Well, I want the Mamba edition. And
Yeah, me too. I want the physical one too.
I don't want to open it.
Yeah, I'll
How am I
probably
gonna get
open
the
it
code
if
out of there?
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to get to. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm
That's
probably
pretty
gonna
much how I
have to
feel
do
about it. I'm excited about the game. I want to play it some more. I'm definitely going to try to play as many of my friends as I can because it looks like it's picking up some steam. But it's cool. I think it's a different little situation. You kind of have to buy your weapons as you go in, which was a little bit different for me. I didn't realize a lot of those things, so I was just running around with this secondary weapon on my first game.
And we're
I was like,
why didn't you buy it? Why didn't you buy weapons?
I'm like,
Nobody
buy?
told me this.
I was like, there's money? I was like, oh. It's just very different. Coming from a Call of Duty Apex, you just pick everything up. That's what I thought it was. So, but it's cool. I'm enjoying it. I think they have a little bit more, but I've had a good time so far.
I have a follow-up question for you. So, for you, when your first experience playing it, what did you like about it? What were you like? They need to improve about this so far.
Improve?
You know what I think they need to improve.
You're next. We'll get to you next, sir.
I think I have the same beef as him because I didn't realize I didn't like it until he said it, which is I think when you're trying to upgrade stuff, I think the selection screen is not the user experience is not great because there's always something highlighted, and when you're trying to do stuff fast and you like just got out of a game, you try to go into it, you might just keep clicking A, and sometimes the cursor will have you buy like extra grenade instead of like an upgrade on your main weapon. So you might go 2 or 3 rounds without upgrading your main weapon, or meanwhile everybody else is. I think that screen needs to be different, which I think they'll fix because I think a lot of people are probably going to get upset about that selection process.
If I buy an axe as my main weapon,
Yeah, one more time. One more time. I don't know how many times he said, I got an axe. I was like, you really like axes, huh? And then I realized what was happening because I was doing the same thing. I was buying like stupid stuff over and over. And I was like, why can't I get an assault rifle for the life of me? Also, I hate the shotgun. They need to get rid of that or beef it.
I
Did
like
I not tell you that though?
I like
he was
it.
right.
After today.
Really?
After today, I
do you
spent some
do
time
it?
with it. You know what it is? It's definitely What you have to do is literally you have to hide around corners and then peek out when they come around. It's
See,
jacked up. It's dirty.
I'm a
It's
different
dirty.
school of player, dude. I
It's dirty.
don't come from that.
No, it's stronger. Me neither. But
Yeah.
when
I'm
I
built different.
when I down somebody, I picked it up as a secondary. So I won't carry one with me, but I'll pick theirs up if I sit on the ground.
What I did like is the movement. I love the movement. As soon as you get used to the movement, like I really like it. The fact that I'm able to like really just like kind of fake people out, especially if you have good aim. Like really, it takes that. It's just those minuscule seconds where you just make them miss, and then you win the gunfight. Like especially you can shoot them in the head. The aiming to me is obviously I think much easier coming from a game like Apex, where aiming is everything. like damn near everything. You miss your shots in Apex, you're dead. This game too. Like if you don't hit people in the head quickly, you probably will get headshotted by good players. So the skill cap I think is raising pretty quickly on that game. I can tell already. So I think it's cool. You know, I think it's definitely a game you're gonna have to play a lot to be good at, which I think is a sign of a decent game so far. I'm interested to see what else they add to it. I don't know much about it. It's still a beta. It definitely crashed the first time I played it, like right off.
I think it only crashes the first time you play
Literally
it.
right
I
off the
swear.
rip, it crashed.
I swear.
That's the only time I had it crash. Was
That was
the first
weird.
time I tried to load it up.
Right, and then they keep telling me it's a beta. I was like, all right. But I mean, yeah.
So going on to you, Mr. Pillow, or Mr. Darkest Pillow, yes.
Me?
Yes.
Me?
So far, what do you like, and what are some of the things that you dislike? Actually, start with what you dislike.
What
We'll
I
get
don't
it.
like. What? All right. What
I don't like
is when I'm trying to pick my gun, I'll buy an axe. That's it. That's literally the only thing
That's
I don't like
literally
about
the
the
only
game.
thing.
Because it's just weird. Because like you said, everything is like highlighted green, like the stuff that you already own. But then it shows like in the like a translucent white like ring where you're like where you're selecting. And it was one time I was literally looking at the green thing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna upgrade this. I'm upgrading it right now. I'm taking my time to upgrade this.
Axe.
And I bought an axe. I bought an axe.
Oh man.
Did you do it accidentally?
Can we cut this now? Well, I get fired if I leave the studio. Dalton, will I get fired if I leave the studio?
It was so worth it.
Right now,
It was so
from a
worth
job
it.
I don't get paid
It
for.
was so worth it. Thank you.
Yes, he said
Thank
we'll get
you.
fired. You're
Did
lucky.
Dalton
tell you-
He
did
said I
Dalton
would
tell
get
you-
fired.
Did Dalton
Thank
tell
you.
you to say that?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
He paid you. But I think the game is
Dalton?
great. I think the game is great. My brother actually told me to get it. Like he's
Yeah.
like, hey, download Road Company. I was like, okay, I guess. I downloaded it, and I think it's an amazing game. Like coming from Apex, like now almost every other single shooter I play feels so clunky, and this does not feel that way.
That's so true.
And I
Apex
feel
has
like this
amazing
is-
motion.
Yeah, and I feel like this game has like a mixture of the playstyle of Valorant. I know y'all haven't played Valorant yet,
I've seen it though.
but
Yeah,
it's quicker. It has like the movement of like Apex and like the aim of Fortnite. Like it really feels like a mixture
That's true.
of it feels like a mixture of a lot of games and popular games at that. So it's for being a beta, the actual gameplay is super refined.
That's a good
The
point.
rolling system is like the rolling
You
system.
love rolling.
I love the rolling system,
Same.
especially
Same,
with the
dude.
character I play with. But I went over to Apex and I tried to roll, and I was
Roll.
like, I was mad, and I was mad I couldn't roll. I was like, man, this game is stupid. The game that I literally gave like the past year and a half to. I'm like, man, why don't they got rolling in this game? They need to
Yeah,
have
you
that.
you hit the group chat like I can't roll. I'm like, what are you talking about, dog?
I can't roll.
I was like, what? Roll what?
Like, I'm upset.
Yeah. No, yeah,
I'm
it's
upset.
a good feature. I like the rolling too. And like I said, it reminds me of Gears of War, and I'm in love with that because of just the gunfights are much different when you can roll, not just slide. Or I think maybe you said I think I might be still something for you, but I think they need to put a prone feature in maybe if they can. pull it
Yeah.
off, but they might
I'm
need
fine with not having like a prone feature because I don't want that camping thing to start with someone with a shotgun. But
Yeah. I mean,
they're already doing it behind the wall.
Actually, I did forget one thing I don't like, and I've been trying to like keybind it differently, but I don't like the crouch being the right stick because it
Me
makes
either.
it so where I have to like take my hand off. And I tried to set my paddle as a specific paddle, but then it just switched my my roll and my crouch, which I don't like.
I changed my my controls to be like soldier in oh my goodness, I can't even think of the game right now. But no, I have right bumper as grenade, and I have left stick as switching the over the shoulder because that was messing me up. That's what I didn't like about the control scheme was that you have to take your finger off the trigger to switch your shoulder, which shoulder you want to shoot over. So I have it that as left stick, so now I can just click on that, and then my run button. I have a button for run. So,
I rarely switch my shoulder, so I guess it didn't bother me. The only time I ever switch is like if I'm really trying to just look down a hallway. But for the most part, I'm positioned to where I don't really switch that often.
interesting.
Because like when I'm like shooting, is that even if they are moving a lot, I'm counter moving. Like that's something I learned like from watching like Nice Wig, and he actually talked about it. Like if your opponent moves left, you should be countering by moving right, and it throws off a lot of people. That's why you're going backwards. So I still end up over the same shoulder the whole time. So that's why I don't switch my shoulders too often.
Lay strafe. The strafe move. Strafing.
No, that's facts right there. It's all about that motion, baby.
Yeah. Just the motion
So,
in the ocean.
I guess that's just the motion.
Had to say it.
I mean, he already got one, and that was way worse.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But
Won't be getting one from me.
for me, the one thing that I didn't like, I would say, like you said, the UI is a little bit clunky. I feel like it needs to be refined. I feel like there's one extra button that needs to be like in the game that needs to be removed. Like I feel like there's one too many things that are buttons that they could maybe be consolidated as to like a double tap instead of like a button. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like there's just one too many things that you have to do between the bumpers and triggers and stuff. Like the initial. I mean, I know you guys are playing with elite controllers, but for us normal people with non-elite like controllers, having to exactly having to take your finger off the trigger to be able to change like what shoulder you're going over, I feel like that's counterintuitive. I felt
your
like
fingers. So you change your finger positions, Jordan. That's a riot. Oh my gosh.
I know, insane, right? Insane, unfathomable. But no, I also feel like there's a couple characters in it from my estimations that are a little bit underpowered. Specifically, Trench. I just feel like he's a useless character, and there's some
Is there a
abilities.
character named Trench?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, he literally throws out barbed wire that does no damage. It just slows you down.
Oh, it did slow me down one time though.
It does.
Kinda,
It's annoying.
Yeah.
That is annoying.
But it's not worth an entire character. Like just to be able to throw that in that one area. It's
They
horrible.
might get that out.
They're gonna have to improve him.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to
well,
improve
if it
him.
does
for sure.
damage, it'll be the same as that person who drops the little poison slow thingy.
Oh my god, that also is annoying. Some of the characters' abilities I don't see like the tactical advantage sometimes. It just seems annoying.
I mean, I definitely got poisoned, and you can't heal.
You can't like it removes
unless you're oh yeah, unless you're that one character that heals on his
Chak, however you say it, Chake.
I love Chak actually. Yeah,
Chak.
it's like a slower Octane.
Choctane. Trademark. But no, I think that so far all of our experiences have been pretty positive, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to this week to being able to stream it because I haven't streamed it yet, but I'm really looking forward to like this week bringing it in the stream and seeing what my followers and viewers like about it. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see, and then so far your experiences. I want to go around. If we're just going to give it a little bit of rating, just our experience. Obviously, the full game's not out, so we can't really talk about our straight up critic score, Metacritic score. But 1 to 10, what would you guys give it so far? Starting with you, Hicks.
I'm gonna say 7.5. I think that's pretty fair review just for being a beta. I just think the UI thing really messed me up. The melee button is weird.
Oh,
and I cannot use it for the life of that.
Exactly.
Threw me off so
One
much.
too many buttons on your
That-
left stick too.
Yeah, I don't know. They have to switch
I feel like
that around.
the clicking of the sticks, that's just a weird thing, like on both sticks.
Yeah, one of them has to click, the other one cannot do anything. You can't have both. Like I have no problem with the running being there, but they both having functions is weird. So they need to change the button things up or make them more customizable. Something that is a problem. But other than that, I like how it's smooth. At least the gameplay is so far. I like the way the aiming system is. I haven't experienced anything where I'm not getting like hits. Like the spread seems fairly good, except for the shotgun. They might need to get that out of here completely or beef
Get it
it up.
outta here.
One of the two. I haven't used all the guns yet, and I'm sure there's even more. I'm not even too sure about how you can customize the weapons even more, if they've increased damage or not. It just seems like all cosmetic so far. Do they increase the damage?
It's just upgrading the weapons. Every time you upgrade your weapons, it does damage and increases the magazine size.
Magazines?
Or
Okay.
like range or
range
like,
and stuff?
Yeah.
things
But
like
you
that.
can't like aim down the sights though, like assault rifles. I noticed, right?
No,
Only,
it's only specific
only
weapons.
with the sniper is where you actually get the scope.
Copy.
And I
Alright.
think there's like an M16 that Saint has that you
Okay,
can do
that confused me because I thought I was trying to figure out how to do that when I got like an assault rifle and had like a red dot. I was like, oh, can't do that.
But I'm glad you can't, because that was my
Yeah.
my issue with like Apex, is that like
The
in that
third-person mode.
third person mode, like if you had like a scope, you could just look down the scope and it just turns it back to first person, and then you
Right.
have an immediate advantage. So
You're just like-
I'm actually fine with that.
Other than that, yeah, I really like it. I'm interested to see the refinements they do. I'm interested to see if they put any extra game modes, and hopefully the online experience will continue to be somewhat smooth as it is right now, as they start to get more people and release the full game. But yeah, I think it's decent for me so far. I'm enjoying it, especially for $15, like
No.
as a beta. So I'm enjoying it so far. I have no complaints really outside of that.
Cool. You, Jordan?
Yeah, if Apex is my main game, I give that a 10 out of 10. So if I'm giving that a 10 out of 10, I actually give this game a 9 out of 10. I'm giving them the pass on the all the UI stuff.
The X.
No, but no, on all the UI
X
stuff,
simulator?
I think those are pretty easy fixes. So I'm not gonna knock them on that. And I think the gameplay is outstanding. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. And really, like, I don't even know why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, because I haven't had any actual gameplay issues except for maybe like the buttons. So maybe that's like the one.
Yeah,
That's where I guess that's probably where I'm taking off the
That
one.
seems
point
like
is
the
that
consensus.
The crouch button really bugs me, because it's so hard to like do that like mid fight, and
And it's an important button though. It's a
It
very
is.
crouching in that
Yeah.
game is very
That's
important.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
Very
running
important.
and crouching at the same is just like, yeah, it's just a lot. That's why it weighs on me heavier, but that makes sense.
All right, cool. For me, I'm kind of right in between. I feel like I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 because I feel like there's a few little things that like ticky-tack things. Like I said, the buttons just seems like there's one too many buttons. I feel like I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's a way to consolidate it. Gameplay-wise, I feel like instead of Gears, I feel like a better comp is like actually The Division. I feel like it kind of feels a lot more like that because it doesn't, and then also doesn't have any like being able to like go up against walls and stuff like that. I kind of like that because I don't really want to have that type of campy hide behind a wall gameplay too much in that, in this game. I like that it's really fast, and I like that it's a blend. Like you can fly, like more normal games you just start in a spot. This one you fly in like you're playing a battle royale, so it gives you like those battle royale vibes, but still kind of like a TDM type of setting and a lot more fast paced. So I'm giving it an 8. I think it's great, and I feel like it's gonna be around for a while. So that's where I'm at. Cool. So I think that'll be enough right now. I think we talked in detail about it. Let's go play it now.
yeah, I'm down.
You,
Executive producer, editor. Someone needs to go download it. I see y'all in the back trying to hide. Go get it, please.
yeah, you both need to get it.
Go
We
get it.
need
Definitely,
we
dog.
need Force, and hopefully they add a 5th maybe to the big game. They'll have 5
Hey, yeah, maybe some other modes. That'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the modes, but we'll save that for a different one.
I haven't
For
played
sure.
that much to know, but yeah.
All right. Well, Hall of Game over and out.
Yurt. We call game.
No one's gonna know what we're doing.
Oh.
I don't
I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah,
Figure it
I don't
out.
care.
Keep watching and figure it out.